What we often do is we'll put little treats out for everybody. Mark and Tara here, and welcome to the 10 Acre Woods. Beautiful sunny cold day. I think it's minus 19-ish. Tara was waiting for it to warm up a little bit more before we came out, but yeah, it's not. The sun's out, so that's beautiful. We do have all of the knitting that Tara has done over the course of the winter. So we're going to bring that out here. We've got a little bit of a shop store, a shop. I don't think so. We can do a little walk around with that as well. Oh, okay. So it's inside our building here. We haven't really got it off the ground too much.
It's not an official shop. It's just
no. So this is where we go into the animals, into the barn, and then it's this area in here. So this, let me just turn on some lights here. There's another one back in here. Should do something about that. It's tucked in there. We had all these jackets donated to us. 3, 4
so I use
ago.
them to either sell them or and then it 100% of everything that sells out of here goes towards the animals.
Yeah.
Right. So it's just a way of somebody will come and say, "Oh, here's $100." I'm like, "No, go to the store," and they'll come. So we don't take money for nothing. So they'll come in here, or like lending out. You know, if people need something animal-wise, then we have it on stock, or like borrow, right? This is like medical stuff for issues, and so a lot of it is we use. But if somebody else needs, they can.
Jets jersey, the old one actually, the original Jets.
Yeah, and then.
Oh yeah, there's the new one.
Yeah. Right. So stuff we find along the way, and then we'll either sell it, lend it out, whatever, and all the harnesses and stuff. You know, like, so it's just stuff that I find at a really good deal, and if I can turn it around and sell it, then it raises money for the animals. Go that way.
And then, of course, the incubator. So this hasn't been running in a number of years. I've got a water heater that, but we haven't really been incubating. It's a 264 egg incubator.
But you have it if you ever need it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So these are all the shirts that we had.
Yeah, that's what's
Pampered
left.
like Piper, badass like Barry. That was a pie, and flirt like Fernando. So all the ones from the past, and of course shine like Sheldon.
And then Tiana's childhood collection. So turn it around.
They're
right?
Stuffies.
She kept such good care of them. They're like brand new. Our teddy bears. So just display stuff out here so that when somebody comes and has questions, we don't have to go all the way to the house. And they'll come in here, especially on hot days. We'll get a lot of the seniors that'll come. We have chairs set up in here, so the air's on, so they can come in and relax. Yeah, it's just kind of everything. And then of course we're bringing the wool out here, or the yarn, and all out here. Like, it's just a little collection of everything that gives somebody to kind of shop around. And
yeah, when we lived in the mobile home, which was basically where we came in, that little mud room was actually out on the other side. Oh, okay. And we built this on when we first moved out to the property, and this was the rec room. So it was built on, of course, we sold the trailer. We heated with wood-burning stove. So this building it's insulated. It does have, a small heater. One of these, we don't really use it though, because we don't do much out here. It's got one of those window kind of air conditioner units as well. And in here, so that door was actually into the side of the trailer, and then you would go in there. This was actually Tiana's bedroom, because the trailer only had 2 bedrooms. So once we moved the trailer out, we turned this into a workshop. So there she be. And of course that's where the house is going. That's the well.
the well that we had done. Of course, it sticks about 4 feet out of the ground, so we put flax straw around it and tied her together just to keep it warm. And then, of course, the septic field, we did the same thing. We put flax straw on top of it just to keep it warm.
Good morning, kids. I see you're still in the same position as always. Yeah, good morning. You ready to go outside? March is coming. Yeah, next weekend it's March. Do you know what that means? It means it's getting closer to going outside. Yeah, you don't have to be in here, and then you can see your mom again. Yeah. And the ponies can go back out. So it seems like Shorty is shedding.
He is.
He's shedding quite a bit.
Yep.
I guess being in the warmer environment inside, he's looks a little.
Well, we've got.
He looks a little ratty.
You can see the spots that he had. So
yeah, that he was rubbing.
Up. Yeah, so it's all healed up now, and yeah, he likes it.
Yeah.
All the spots that he had have healed up. He needs good brushing. He likes his mom. But yeah, now he's shedding. But all the spots that he had are all now.
Oh yeah, he says just do that.
So he had quite a few. Not sure what it was, but we got it. And now he just needs a good brushing. And
yeah.
Yeah, I went to do it the other day, and yeah, he was shedding everywhere. So what am I doing?
I don't know. You were cleaning, you were raking. Yeah. It looks like you're almost done.
I'm looking for the broom behind me.
She squirreled. Now, you moved some chickens and some roosters around.
Yeah, so these are all roosters back here, not because we got more in.
So all the roosters are back here. Okay.
Well, all the silky roosters.
Right. Okay. So you've moved all the hens into the other one. You've left some of the roosters in the other pen?
Yeah, the littles.
Yeah. Okay.
And we're debating on putting all roosters. It's a game. It's a puzzle.
Okay, so all the silkies in here are hens.
Well, there's one rooster. The black one's a rooster.
Yeah.
Of course, Tara had to keep the black one.
Oh, the black one's a rooster. Okay. Lucky boy. Yeah, in with all the hens. And then, of course, yeah, I think, well, of course you can tell by who's crowing there.
But we've had homes for 2 so far.
2 roosters?
Yeah, Silky Rooster and 2 of these guys.
Yeah, they already went, though, didn't they?
Yeah.
They went last week.
So then we got more Silky Roosters in. And these guys all seem to be getting along. It's because they're all kids. They're all the kids.
Right.
Right? So far they're still getting along.
Well, and they were kept together. So once you introduce another rooster in there.
I have a home for Hey Hey. Yeah, I know. And, which may be why they're louder now, I know, right?
They're all
because
together.
there's so many.
And of course, when I'm out here, apparently they're louder as well.
A little bit of oats left. You
Barry's apple. And banana.
What was it doing?
He's got a carrot here that was given to him yesterday, and he actually hasn't even eaten it.
Yeah, but he had 2 apples yesterday.
And a kiwi.
An apple and a banana.
Kiwi right there.
What
are you doing? I'm getting the kids their hay and grain. I think we'll probably start with there. Because they're patiently waiting, aren't you? Yes. You're saying, Ma, Ma. So Tara did do some prepping yesterday. She was waiting for somebody. But I guess she didn't
never showed up.
Yeah, we had somebody come out to do a class, like a personal private class.
Knitting and crocheting.
And she got all ready and they never showed up. So that happens from time to time.
At least give me a call.
Yeah, so yesterday was Saturday, today's Sunday. I didn't record yesterday because there was, she was getting all ready for somebody to come and kind of threw a wrench in that, but we moved on. Go, yeah. All right, there you go. Got it. Yeah, all at once. Grain, apples, and hay.
There's two reasons why I do this. Keep it kind of cleaner, but it also gets rid of the slip of the damp floor.
Well, and we don't use straw. We do use the hay.
Yeah.
It's just easier that way. We do have, like, we've tried a few different things. Of course, over in the birds here, the chickens, we've got the mulch that we've been testing. We have,
which I love.
Yeah, we have healthy spray.
Not anymore.
Healthy hay, which is healthy straw. Oh man, look at me. I'm all off too.
Right.
Healthy straw that we did use, but we're shifting a little bit.
Loving this.
Yeah, in this area. Those roosters.
Because we bought the wood chipper, right?
Yeah.
My only downfall was I put bedding on top of this one.
Yeah, so you figure it was the hay that you put in there that caused the problem on top of the wood shavings. Yeah. So I guess next year what we'll do is we'll just go straight wood shavings, leave the hay out, and it may be that it just can't, it's absorbing too much. So you live and you learn. It's been, we've been doing this almost 20 years. And, you learn.
You learn different ways.
You're always learning.
Yeah. Might do a different one on them.
No? Switching it up, are you?
Well, I've got them on real food too. Okay, it's because I redid something different yesterday. That's why I'm on. Okay, water. I need their tea, their special tea.
Okay, so this tea we talked about before.
Yes.
And what is it in it again? Refresh us.
Mullein, which is mucus. Echinacea, which is immune boosting and like an antibiotic kind of thing. And goldenrod, which is a bit of everything. It's just all healthy plants to make a tea just because they're inside. And this is what's gotten rid of whatever issue Shorty had on his skin. And there's JD has a runny nose, a runny eye. Maybe she got dirt in it or something. But what'll happen is this will keep the mucus and the sinuses so that it doesn't drain back and cause more infection issues. So
right. Okay.
It's just and to be honest, I'm drinking it in the house.
Yeah.
So, because we've got this cough that's going around, right? The water's a little strawy.
Strawy. Yeah, they tend to go and eat and then drink right away. And leave it in their mouth.
Well, I do the tea in the morning, and then by this afternoon tea, and I'll put clean water in, and so I do this. So they drink it all.
Yeah.
And it's just once a day. But this year we have given away so much medicinal plants to other people that are in need for their animals, because what happens is this will not hurt their liver. It will not. Oh, there's a little bit of turmeric in here for Shorty's anti-inflammatory, his joints. It won't hurt their livers at all, which is great because they can be on it forever. So this, because we've given so much away, I don't charge anything for medicinal plants. If you want it for a tea because it tastes good, then you're paying for it. But if it's to help the animals, I will gift it. And we've done a lot this winter. So we don't only bring in animals here, we also try to help them stay where they are as well. So I will be growing and harvesting way more this year because I am almost out.
Right.
So, hi Charles.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, I've freezed down this. I'm coming.
Oh, Tinker. Yeah. I just thought of it too. It's like, wait a minute. Okay, we're set.
We're set.
Tinker's food's down. Come in. Tinker comes in. Oh, nice and sunny in here.
Right? I can't get your nose out of the bucket. Alright, water needs cleaning. Hi. You don't have to bend over to get me.
Who's that?
Tiana doesn't believe me.
Okay, Tara does that. She'll leave a room by saying something. I think she's talking about the rooster. The rooster. So what was he doing? Oh, he bent.
Did he do it? Were you watching him?
Well, he just kind of went down. What does he do? Yeah, that's what he did.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, he tries to threaten me. But he does get me a lot.
He's like, psych.
Right?
Okay, so today, this week's feature animal is Charlie. And I was looking over... Hi, Nestor. No, go see Mom. She's got some water there. What is it? What did I say? 3 years ago. 2023. So...
Watch the rooster.
Charlie... No, he's facing the wrong way. Charlie is 3 years old, and we're like, wow, really? It just seems like we got him. He was just a baby just a little while ago. So Charlie came in with a bunch of other animals, and the story there was, okay, Coco, what are you doing? She's on this thing. The story was, there is a family that lives, I don't know if they still, do they still live out in this area?
Wasn't it?
Did they rebuild?
Wait. No, it was Whitemouth.
Whitemouth, yeah.
Whitemouth.
Yeah, so about half an hour away. And there was a family that had some pigs, some kunekunes or kunekunes or however you pronounce it. And they were in the hospital in the city of Winnipeg, and they were giving birth to their third child, I'm not really sure. And, a great moment, but then they found out that their house was on fire and actually burned down. So the pigs were out in the barn. Of course, there was no house now out in the area, so it was going to make it extremely difficult to look after the pigs.
No electricity, no water.
No electricity, no water, no nothing. So they reached out to us.
I saw the post.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the baby, like that there were.
Yeah, we learned about that after.
I reached out and I told them if they needed somewhere to house them, because they were looking for somebody out in the area to feed, and then there were, there's a lot of chatter, right? So I just reached out and I said, if you need somewhere for them for the winter, we can house them here. We have the space right now, and then you don't have to worry about it. Focus on the baby.
Yeah.
And they said, yeah, that'd be great. So they came. They lived here. Well, they were inside the barn.
Yeah.
And
and that was in February of 2023. So it was the middle of winter. So,
and I love Kunekune.
Yeah, he's over here. Yeah, Tara's kind of always wanted a Kunekune. So, right, Charlie? Right? And he was the runt. So what I'll do is I've got some footage from when he came in, and what I'll do is I will play that right now. Alright, fluff up the bed. We checked the cameras this morning, and they were all lined up like little bacon bits.
Pigs, for the most part, are clean. They're caught. So we're training them on a poop pile.
Yeah, so we've got a poop pile that's over in that corner there, just by taking all their poop and putting it over into a certain corner, and they get the hint. Of course, now they're all at the door. They're waiting for the food. So the rusty one is Charlie, right? Yeah.
Charlie! And I fell in love with Charlie because Charlie had actually passed away at birth, and the owner was telling me that they resuscitated him, and he's like a miracle pig. I love miracles. And he's so cute. I know, right, Charlie? Yeah. They'll settle as I'm in here. I'm just gonna get this kind of. I'd rather them not be pooping by the door.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But I think they've got a few souls.
So where's the food, Mom?
Clean floor. I got coconut oil first, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah. They're not
Well,
that
we were
bad,
debating on putting the coconut oil on them, or when to. We didn't really want to do it after we fed them, because then they're rooting around looking for their food, and when animals are eating, it's not the best time to be handling them. So, now they're all friendly and looking for food, so they come right to you.
I'm going to take this off.
Okay, so we have coconut oil that Tara has warmed up and put in this little container here. So there it is. It's now in its liquid form.
So you'll just notice coconut oil is great for the dry skin and hair regrowth. So you just see they're dry just from being in the elements. Oh,
that's nice.
Oh, it's nice, it's warm.
Do the others think that it's food? Is there coconut here? They're pouring food directly on us.
You're not bad.
That's funny. Tara's really partial to the cute little pig bums.
I love pig bums. Oh, that feels good, eh? Nice warm coconut oil.
Grains for everybody. I think that's it. I think we've got hay. Oh, did you do? Yeah, you did the fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, I gotta do one more little bucket of water. Why are we off today?
Yeah, Tucker and
Could
Holly.
you get down?
Yeah.
Sudi's gonna walk right over this.
What do you need, Tucker?
He's gonna walk right over this.
Oh, because you didn't have the grains out yet here. Okay, right. Okay, now everybody's happy. So yeah, finishing up with Charlie. So we took him in, I think it was March of that same year. We took him into the vet and we had him fixed because of course he wasn't fixed. And then the other pigs we did find homes for. So they were asking that we sell the other ones. I think we sold them at a discounted price. I think when we sold the pigs.
He was a registered breeder.
Yeah.
So I left it at him to sell them from here because the prices of a registered Kunekune is insane.
Yeah.
So he arranged we posted it, and then but he was in charge of doing all that.
Yeah.
And I was just the visitor. So I would introduce them, visit with them, information, that kind of stuff, and then he sold them. He did all the selling, and being the runt, you're not going to get full price for him.
Well, yeah, and you wanted the runt,
and because
you kind of fell in love with his face.
Well,
right?
And it's like if you can't breed Sheldon, you can't, and because he had health issues when he was born, right?
Yeah.
You don't know, and you can't legit say, okay, well, here's that, so I get it. So he said I could keep one, so of course I kept him. And, I mean, the responsible thing is, if anything that bottle babies are bottle babies for a reason. When they're neglected by their parent or they expected to die, there's a reason. Mental health, physical disabilities, bad, and you do your best to not breed those if you can. That's why we have the special pen. Right, Sheldon?
Yeah. Sheldon.
Is it all good?
Good morning, Meadow. Good morning.
Hey.
Where's your... Oh, there's your dad there. Levi. They love that house. It's the old chicken coop. The original chicken coop from like 20 years ago. So we'll do the water up here. How's the new faucet?
Love it.
Yeah, so we had issues with
Love
our
it.
faucet
It's
in the
just
fall.
that nice half turn.
Yeah.
Like quarter turn.
You don't have to keep
It's
on
nice.
turning it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Works well.
And to be honest, I mean that would save on freezing issues, right? Because it's not threaded; it's just shut off on off.
Well, it's still threaded to a point, but you're not over tightening it, which can sometimes be a problem when you over tighten or over loosen or yeah. So just a different style.
So last night Tiana came in and she thought geese were escaping.
She thought they were escaping. Why is that?
They chewed the string holding the gate shut.
Oh, I see it, yeah. Yeah. So they've been playing around. This is what was holding the gate shut that's outside. So they're trying to make a great escape. What? Why is everybody so excited?
You didn't eat your strawberries yesterday.
Yeah, they put some strawberries out, but now they're probably too hard for them to eat. Yeah, so maybe not the best treat for the winter time. So we're back in the house, and we thought we would end the video with our most popular video or short ever, which was, it hit about 20 million views, which was our cats and feeding treats. So we've set them up here. We got all the chairs ready. We don't have everybody, but what we often do is we'll put little treats out for everybody and have them sit at the counter. So the first one we have here is Lucifer. And then we've got his sister, which is Rhea. And then we have Nix. She's got some cat it. And we have Zoria. There's Zoria.
No, you got a tuft. Boop.
And this is Coda. And Anara. What do we have? We have 6 of the 9.
One's down
7.
Is somebody down there?
Arrows.
Arrows.
Oh, he sniffed a tail and then walked
Arrows.
away. No, come here, bud.
I'm gonna go get Tear.
And Tear.
Well, yeah, Tear doesn't. There's Arrows over there.
And then Aurora is waiting for me at my computer downstairs.
Tear.
I tried calling her, but she didn't want to come.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, treats.
It's
She's
so
actually upstairs
good.
now. Come on, Aurora.
Good boy, Tear. Hey.
Tear's getting so much better.
Yeah.
He's becoming so much more vocal.
Hey, Tear.
Yeah, so there's the two newest ones, I guess, which is Aurora.
Here, Aurora.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll just rub. Oh, okay.
Oh, she's Dobie's there.
Yeah.
Arrows.
All right, these guys are all waiting
And
for
then
more.
Arrows.
So, it is also interesting. No, we do not. They do not go on this counter.
Well, Nyx
Well, she
cheats.
Yeah, it's like the 5-second rule of food on the ground.
Yeah.
It's like the 0.5 second of her foot on the ground on the counter.
Well, she has a hard time now. We're gonna make a ramp because their food is up there. So what she'll do is she has a hard time jumping up. So she'll come over and she'll jump up onto the couch. And then she'll jump up onto here.
Hi, Tear.
And she'll jump across here and quickly run over the counter. Jump onto there and then over to there. How's Tear?
Whoops.
Tear and Arrows.
Stay.
So this is how they sit.
Yeah.
Are you done?
And when we have dinner, Coda's a big one. He's up here for dinner all the time.
Yeah, they'll sit beside us. And they'll ask for
Yeah, but
ask
this
for
is the
treats.
extent that they're allowed on the counter.
Yeah.
And they know it. That's this counter. They're allowed on all the other tables.
Yeah, they're just not
Well,
allowed
they're not on this
on
one either.
the counter or the island.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rhea, you're not finishing your treats.
Life with 9 black cats.
We gave her a little collar. It's a calming collar. It's probably worn off now. It's only good for 4
3 months?
weeks. For 3 months?
3 months.
3 months, I think.
I don't know. But
This
I don't know.
one-
Did it work? I
So-
don't know.
There's 9 black cats, and Tara has 9 rocks in her pocket.
Yeah. She carries these little rocks around. All right, so there it is.
And then Toby cleans up.
Yeah, if they knock anything down on the
And for
floor.
all those that are going to sit and complain about my countertop,
Yeah. Well, we do get that.
after they're done,
Usually it's
the
the wool.
counter gets a wash.
It's the wool processing videos
Yes.
that people say.
Yeah.
You process your wool on the kitchen counter? It's like, yes,
Yes.
we do. We also allow our cats to stand on the edge. That's just who we are. And that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. A little look at our cats. We usually show them at the end of most videos. But I thought, it might be a good idea to kind of recreate the video we did about just over a year, 2 years.
2.
No, a year, just over about 13, 14 months ago. Because that's when we went to
Last Christmas.
Carstairs
Yeah, that's right.
yeah. It was right before that. And it did 19.8 million on TikTok. I made a TikTok account, which I didn't really have one.
Yeah.
And it did 1.2 million on Instagram.
It was cool.
And
was cool.
didn't do as well on Facebook, but whatever. It was cute. So anyway, that is it from all of us here at the 10 Acre Woods, and we hope to see you next Sunday. Take care and have a wonderful week. Bye.